my channel. So today I'm just gonna be getting ready. It's just gonna be kind of like a super easy. Okay, wow. This is just gonna be like a super easy look. Basically just gonna be doing my everyday sort of foundation and eye look. I don't even think I'm gonna use any eyeshadow, to be honest, because I don't really do that on a daily basis. I have super dry skin right now. I live in New England and it is cold but not cold. The weather's just all over the place right now. So I had been using the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, and like I couldn't really understand why I wasn't a huge fan of it. I didn't understand why I didn't like a lot of foundations, and I was like, okay, so maybe I just don't like the foundations. Turns out I don't like the primer. And I went back and I started using my Smashbox Photo Finish primer again, and that was literally like my favorite thing ever. And I do have fine lines on my forehead, and this is a silicone based primer, which a lot of people aren't really like the biggest fans of, but I absolutely love it. It makes my skin so smooth and soft, and it just blurs everything out. And I don't know why people don't like it. I mean, I guess I get it because it is kind of like slimy, but with me I don't feel like my foundation slides around with it. It just makes it very, very smooth. Like I can already see that my fine lines are kind of more like filled in, which is great. But I definitely need to repurchase, and the whole reason why I stopped using this too was because I needed to repurchase it. And I was like, you know what, step out of your comfort zone, try a different primer. And I did, and I used the entire thing of the Hangover RX primer and just was not a fan. So this is definitely my number one and always will be. Love you. So I am going to be going ahead and putting on my foundation now, and I don't know if I did a video on this one, but this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I have it in the color Porcelain, which, if you can believe it, this is actually too light for me. So I do mix it with a little bit of my completely disgusting Kat Von D foundation, and this is in the color Light Warm. It's number 45. And when I do have a spray tan, I use this foundation on its own, and this is the color that I am matched to. And when I don't have any spray tan, fake tan on, then these two mixed is kind of what my skin tone actually is. So I'm just going to take this and apply this all over my face. And you're probably like, holy crap, that's a lot of makeup on your face. You'd be right. I was using a foundation brush to blend this out, and I really should try it again now that I'm using this primer again. But anyways, while I'm talking, I'm going to be blending this with a beauty blender. And I really should try it again because I was using one of the Morphe brushes, one of the face brushes, to blend out the makeup, and I just absolutely hated it, and I couldn't understand why. And I was like, maybe it's just I'm not meant to be using a brush to blend out my makeup. Maybe I'm more of a beauty blender type of person, which I love the beauty blender, I really do, but at the same time, like, brushes would work good too, I feel. Some people swear by brushes, and I know that it's like everybody's own thing and their own preference and all of that, but I really wanted it to work out and then just kind of go in with my beauty blender and, oh my god, the dog. No one's even here. So I just wanted to be able to go in with my beauty blender at the end and just kind of like smooth it out and everything, because not gonna lie, like, this takes up a lot of product. Did you see how much product I had on my face? It's all used, it's all gone. And with a brush, I felt like I was not using as much. And then when I was using, you see how light my face is? I mean, like, yes, it matches. I know that I am this pale, but that foundation on its own, the Wet n Wild one on its own, is just like stark white, which is just too much. So anyways, we'll keep it moving. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the lightest color. This is in Fair. And anyway, so what I was saying about the brushes is that I think that the problem with me was that it was the primer. So I really just need to try a brush again with this primer. Oh my god, my hair. Okay. Again, Beauty Blender. Alright, so now we're done with that. Yay, moving right along. So I'm going to be taking my RCMA No Color powder, and I am just going to be using this to set everything. The only thing that I do really, really love this, and Kathleen Lights got me into it, like I think everyone else. The only thing that I do have to say is that I'm very much considering transferring it to a different container, because I'll show you in just a second. Powder's going everywhere. But okay, so this is the top. Like, look at that. Do you see the struggle that would happen? So when I'm baking, I literally just take off the top and stick my Beauty Blender in there and just get it on there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take some on a brush and just buff that in. Make it look like you didn't just do drugs on your vanity. Alright, and now because we're extraordinarily pale, we're gonna have to contour some, right? So this is just the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and you can probably tell what I use a lot. I'm just gonna be using this color to contour. I do like it because it is so cool toned. I'm not really a warm tone type of person. That's great. And I do take this down my neck because I'm just so pale. I don't want to be. It easily could be rectified. I could go get a spray tan right now, but I'm lazy. And then I'm just going to be taking this little Eco Tools angle brush and contouring my nose just a little bit. Yay, look, we have more color to our face now. It's amazing. Okay. And so then I'm just going to do my brows off camera because it's going to die. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, brows are on. So now I'm going to be going ahead and doing my eyeliner. I'm just going to be using my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and this is just in the black shade. So I do attempt wings. We know how that goes though, right? And I'm just going to be popping on some false lashes as well, and then I'll come back. Alright, so we're back, lashes are on, eyeliner is done, and through the power of editing, you will never know the eternity that actually took. So yeah, so now I'm just going to be applying some of my Becca highlighter. This is just a little mini one that came in one of those like gift boxes, and this is in the shade Opal. I've actually never used this, so hopefully this goes well. I'm just going to be applying this with a little Morphe brush. taking Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Kiss. It just looks like this. You know, I act like I've never used these before. Like, oh, it's darker than I anticipated. And last step is just setting everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And we're done. And so be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're not. Also, I'm not even going to try to promise that I'm going to post all the time again, because, you know, we all know that's an empty promise. But if you guys do want to follow me on any social media, I do post on Instagram every single day, religiously. And I'll also be posting on Vero now because I have that too. I know there's controversy, but I have Vero. And both are just My Makeup and Fashion, one word. I will have that written out down below. So please stay with me and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video.